Well, hello and welcome to Thrive Thursday for Thursday, June 24th, 2021. Man, we're almost done with June. It seems like only yesterday we were talking about heading into June. So it's been a quick month for us. Got only 1 week left. So let's keep it rolling and keep the pedal, the metal, pedal to the metal, as we used to say. All right. Well, today we're going to talk about a couple of things. One is, of course, is Thrive Thursday because I want to keep mowing your corner for the rest of the month here. I want you to finish strong. But we're going to talk about today how to get motivated and learn faster and the power of attention. And I'm going to get to that in just a little bit, but you probably noticed I've got my special Camp Open Arms hat on here today. That signal, that's insignia on there stands for God is greater than our highs and our lows. One of the things that we teach at Camp Open Arms. And I want to give you a quick update. We've been talking about it. It's one of our favorite charities here at A to B for me, and as most of you know, we donate 10% of everything that comes in at A to B to me to various charities, and Strong Missions down in Costa Rica, of course, is a big one, and then Peninsula Rescue Mission and Camp Open Arms is another big one that we do. And we wanted to show you, give you a quick update, so I'm going to show you another screen here real quick. Let me pop over here and grab it for you. Of Camp Open Arms. I'm going to hide this here so you can kind of see where we're at. When we first started talking about it, we only had a couple $1,000s that we'd brought in. And now, let me take this out of here so you can see that a little bit better. And look at here, $39,546. So thank you very much for participating in this project with us here at A to B for me. If you haven't done so and would like to do so, or really want to help us get to that $50,000 mark that we're trying to get to, because camp opens in less than a month. It starts for the 8 to 11-year-olds here, July 19th through 23rd, and then for the 12-year-olds to 15-year-olds, it'll be the 26th through the 30th of next month. And of course, that's out at the Edge Christian Camp in Surrey, Virginia. And if you want to learn more about it, I've got the scrolly thing. I'm going to leave it down there. Go to prm.info/COA, Camp Open Arms, and help a camper today and help us get to that 50,000 up there. We're not too far from it. So I know you got it. I know you can help us. So get in there and just give yourself a blessing. By participating in this. There's some of the kids from last year. See, the cost of a camper is $210, and you can see some of the great things that we do here. And then if you want to donate, you can simply click here. You do not send it to us at A to B for me. You just hit donate here, and you've got all different kinds of ways that you can give through the thrift store and everything now. But if you want to give to the camp, just click Camp Open Arms. And you'll see the donation opportunities here for you to assist. You can get a full camper sponsorship for $210. It'll get a camper all the stuff they need, all their food, all their activities, their little backpack and everything. Or you can sponsor a pool day, 1 day of summer camp, 1 day of meals for a camper, all kinds of good stuff. Just choose what you want. Put this down here, and of course, there's your payment information, and it's all tax deductible. So come on, let's get involved in this and help these kids out and let them get going back to camp. All right, well, I'm going to get out of that for right now. I'm going to leave the cap on because that's what we want to keep on mind. I'm going to leave the scrolly thing going on bottom, so you got plenty of time to take that information in and get over there and help us get to that 50,000. Only need about 11,000 more, so we're close, folks. Let's go. All right. Well, I'm going to back out of here real quick so we can get full screen on our 3-2-1 for today. How to get motivated and learn faster, and the power of attention. All right, well, let's look at the 3 ideas from me. Of course, me is James Clear. He sends these out to me on Thursdays. I appreciate that, James, and I want to forward them over to you. The first one is motivation often comes after starting, not before, because action produces momentum. And it's very obvious in all of our programs that that's what we talk about. So many times folks go to these, you go to the seminar, you go to the big rally, you go whatever it is, and you get all pumped up and you're all motivated and all kinds of things. Oh man, I get back, I'm going to kill this thing. I'm going to make this thing happen for the first time in my life, right? And then you get taken out of that wonderful motivating atmosphere that you're in, that incubation that you have with all these positive people. You come back home into the real world, into your regular life, and all of a sudden that momentum is just gone. And all you've got is some notes somewhere, and you can't even remember where the notes were that you had before, those awesome quotes I heard. And you realize you're really not going to get that until you start doing something, because action is what produces momentum, because action gets you rolling, it gets it going, it takes that potential energy and turns it into kinetic energy and gets out there and make things happen. They'll start growing on it. So motivation comes after starting, not before. So let's keep it rolling here. And that's what we want to do for you today at A to B for me, is keep you motivated and keep you rolling, because I know it's tough out there. We got all kinds of things distracting us. All right, let's look at number 2. Almost anything in life can be learned faster. Most people learn passively. They wait for insights to come to them. But you can speed things up by actively searching, there's that word again, active, actively searching for useful ideas. One strategy is to ask the top people what they do. Make their best practices your baseline. And once again, this is one of the reasons why we are so in sync with James, and really love what James Clear puts out there for us, is that he's so in sync with our philosophies, because that's exactly our strategy. Our strategy is to ask the top people what they do. That's what we do in some of our podcasts. That's what we do in all of our teachings, because we're going and reading and learning from some of the top thought leaders, the past, of the current, and some of the ones coming up here in the future. We'll be bringing them on too. But you want to make the most of their practices and make it your baseline, because if it worked for them, guess what? It'll work for you. So just get in there. Let's just learn from these thought leaders and keep it rolling. All right. Well, we spend a lot of time talking about everything we have to do. Don't we? Oh my goodness, I got to do this. Oh my, well, I love to wear people out with that, and you probably wear yourself out with it. But you have to finish 10 things at work. You have to exercise today. You have to cook dinner for your family. Now, let's just change one word of each sentence. And I know we've talked about this in some of our programs before, but change "you don't have to" "you get to." All right. It's not a have to, it's a get to. It's the opportunity for you to do it. So you get to finish 10 things at work today. You get to exercise today. You get to cook dinner for your family, because that the right perspective transforms your burdens into opportunities. And these are all wonderful opportunities, or opportunities to bless. You get to donate some money to Camp Open Arms at prm.info/COA today to help a camper. You get to do that. So come on, let's put that in your to-do list today. I get to help this camper have a great time at camp. So just change that "have to" "get to," and it'll change your perspective, and I guarantee you it'll change your life. All right, let's look at some quotes today. The first one's from Jose Ortega y Gasset on the power of attention. He was a Spanish philosopher, an essayist in Madrid, Spain. And the quote that James sent us was, "Tell me what you pay attention to, and I will tell you who you are." And that is right. I mean, that is what your passions are. I've talked about it all the time. What if you ask yourself, what do you love doing so much that the words failure and success has just become irrelevant? That is basically what you're paying attention to. What you're paying attention to is who you are. That is your core values, representative of your core values, and that is your character. And that's what people are looking at. So whatever you're paying attention to, that is truly who you are. He had a couple other good quotes too. One is, "Effort is only effort when it begins to hurt." And a lot of people are like, yeah, well, that's true. I mean, they say, well, I'm really working hard. Really, does it hurt yet? Well, it's only effort if it hurts, right? A lot of people, oh, I don't want it to hurt. Well, come on. That's how you grow, right? You're working out, your muscles are sore. That means that they're growing. You're ripping and shredding, and you're building it up. Another one he said is, "Life is a series of collisions with the future. It is not the sum of what we have been, but what we yearn to be." And that is so true. Our life is not the sum of what we have been, but what we yearn to be. So once again, let's look at your passions. Let's look at your destiny. Where do you want to go? But if you tell me what you pay attention to, I'll tell you who you are. All right. And number two, we're going to talk about something from marine biologist Rachel Carlson. She shares her reflection on life after watching the migration of monarch butterflies. And you may or may not have heard of Rachel, but she was really one of the pioneers and really one of the first folks, conservationists, that really started advancing this whole movement of a global environment. And one of her books that really got it started was a book called Silent Spring. So you might want to look up Silent Spring by Rachel. She just left us here, back in '64. She's up here in Silver Spring, Maryland when she passed. But you might take a look at that. She had a really good book there. All right, well, let's talk about, well, she had several, but that was Silent Spring was one of the best ones. All right, well, we talked a little about their migration, their life history. Did they return? We thought not. For most, at least, this was the closing journey of their lives. Again, she's talking about the migration of the monarch butterflies. But it occurred to me this afternoon, remembering that it had been a happy spectacle, that we had felt no sadness when we spoke of the fact that there would be no return. And rightly, for when any living thing has come to the end of its life cycle, we accept that end as natural. For the monarch, that cycle is measured in a known span of months. For ourselves, the measure is something else, the span of which we cannot know. But the thought is the same. When that intangible cycle has run its course, it is a natural and not unhappy thing that a life comes to an end. Very profound, very profound. You might want to go back through and read that one again, but I like this that says, but the thought is the same. When that intangible cycle has run its course, it is a natural and not unhappy thing that a life comes to an end. Get out there and just be the best you can be and make it happen for yourself and leave yourself some legacy. We've talked about legacy a lot. One of the quotes I like from Rachel as well is, the more clearly we can focus our attention on the wonders and realities of the universe about us, the less taste we shall have for destruction. So just get out there and enjoy the wonderment of what God has given us in this one beautiful world that we have and the people in it, and just enjoy them and just pay attention to the wonders and the realities of the universe, and we will have less of a taste for destruction for it. Well, all right. But a question for the day is, what is the limiting factor? Now, that's really an open question because if you look at it a couple different ways, a lot of people think of limiting factors as anything that constrains a population size, things that may slow it down or stop it from growing. A more core concept of limiting factor is simply lack of a particular resource. So look at this one however you want to look at it, but from your own personal growth perspective, is there a lack of a particular resource? Is that your limiting factor? What is it? Do you need a mentor? Do you need someone to help you out? Do you need to read more? Do you need to take in more positive influences around you? You need to be around more positive people. You need to be around higher thinking. But what is it? Higher thinking people, what is it you need to be around? But what is that limiting factor in your life? So put that down in the journal, and let's look at that this week. All right. Well, I've had the scrolly thing up there for quite a while now. Camp Open Arms, prm.info/COA. So let's get out there and let's help a camper today. I'm going to hop back in here real quick and say goodbye to you. And I'm going to pop that site up one more time so I can prompt it up one more time. Camp Open Arms. Let's see where we're at. I think we're probably still, let's see if we hit 40,000 yet. Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. Let me see what we got here. Oh man, I probably messed it all up. /COA is what I want. So let me show you how wonderful my typing is here. And let's see where we're at. Ta-da. and hit that, and let's see if it comes up for us. There it is. We are at 39,546. So let's keep going. Let's keep it going today. Hop up here today and let's give us a quick donation. Hopefully next week we can come up and say we made it. So we're getting close, but thanks again. And remember, God is greater than your highs and your lows. Y'all keep moving in your direction, your dreams. We have a great Finish Strong Friday for you tomorrow. So tune in at noon tomorrow and